will be using cognitive assimilation to help teach you about diabetes and blood sugar. Cognitive assimilation is using real-world examples to help teach a new subject. If new learning can be tied to something relevant, it will be easier to learn and more easily retained by you, and you will be more motivated to learn the subject. I will be using the concept of a mailman delivering mail to help explain high blood sugar and diabetics. When we eat food, such as this peanut butter sandwich, it gets broken up into sugars. The sugar gets sent into the bloodstream to send to our cells who need the sugar for energy. Now, what is high blood sugar? If we count our letters as sugar, the letters are not being delivered to the cells. The letters keep building up because there's no way to deliver the letters. So sugar in the blood just keeps circulating around because there's no way to deliver the sugar into the cells. Much like letters just keep building up because there's no mailman to deliver the letters. So why can't the letters be delivered, and why can't the sugar be sent to the cells? Well, there's not enough mailman, or in our body's case, there's not enough insulin to deliver the mail. In our body, the pancreas produces insulin that facilitates the delivery of sugar to our cells. So insulin is like the mailman delivering sugar to our cells. So now we know that insulin is needed to deliver the sugar to the cells, much like how the mailman is needed to deliver mail to people's homes. Now there's two types of diabetes you've all heard about. In type 1 diabetes, the body just doesn't produce enough insulin, so there are absolutely no mailman at all to deliver the mail. And now in type 2 diabetes, the body does produce some insulin, but not enough to respond to the body's blood sugar, or the insulin is resistant and does not give the glucose to the cells. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to send more mailmen out to deliver the mail so the mail doesn't pile up in the post office. Now in our body's case, what we're going to do is we're going to give more insulin to help control the amount of sugar in our blood and to facilitate the delivery of it into the cells where it is needed for the energy. Alright, we've got a question from our virtual student audience. And it was, how do you know how many mailmen are needed? So how do you know how much insulin to give? That is a very good question. Now this depends on how much mail there is. Is there only a few letters circulating around? Or are you just totally overstocked and it's piled up and you have nowhere to put it? And our other question is what is our mailbox like? Do we have a little post office box that we can't fit too much in? Or do we have a big mailbox where you can add a lot? And so when we talk about our body reacts different to the amount of glucose in our system, and everyone reacts differently. So a question like this, we always have to refer to a doctor. We can also look to a sliding scale. So a lot of hospitals will have a sliding scale where if you have a certain amount of, if the blood sugar is only, let's say, maybe like 150, maybe you only give 2 units of insulin, or maybe your blood sugar is 500, maybe you need to give something like 15 units of insulin, but all that is based on the person and based on your doctor's orders. So this concludes my teaching strategy. So next time a patient asks why their glucose is so high or why they need insulin and what it does, now you know the answer and you can use cognitive assimilation.